My name is Colin. I'm from here in Victoria. I was born in the Royal Jubilee Hospital. I was living with someone up in Lake Cowichan, and things didn't go the greatest between us. We lived in, there was three of us living in a one bedroom, and we had three dogs that always had puppies as well, so it was pretty crowded, and things didn't go well, so I ended up out one night. I managed to get myself a tarp, thank goodness, because it was snowing. It was the middle of January, freezing cold last year. So I've been out in the cold for a year, and there's some things that are good about it, but mostly it's, I would like to have my own place, but I'm on disability and I can't afford to. I just can't. So I ended up here, and I'm hoping that because BC Housing came by and was talking about giving me some housing, so hopefully that's the end result of this.
Were you at the Central Park encampment?
Yes, it got flooded and they moved us over here.
Okay, and so is it better since you moved over here?
Yes, yep, much better. They've got they've got this tent here now, and it's on for at least 8 hours a day. And
Oh, the warming tent.
yes, the warming tent, and so it helps provide food and warmth, blankets and new clothes and stuff like that. I haven't seen any of the other encampments, and I don't know if they're quite the same as this. But I think that what they've done here is wonderful. We all attempt to keep in touch with our community. When we first got set up out here, there was some rough times where people were up in the middle of the night yelling, and we had people that had horrible mental problems and were creating a lot of noise and had boom boxes going on through all hours of the night, and the neighbors were, we got a bad name for ourselves, but we've pulled it together and we've stopped all the noise, and we've all got together, and we're attempting to continue to be a part of the community. I'm on disability for a reason. I have physical issues, and it prevents me from having, a regular job that will provide me with housing and paying for my own clothes and things like towels, and like, you don't think about that sort of thing, but there's a lot of, it takes quite a bit for a person to survive. Even in the job world, it's low income and high cost of living, so it's difficult. And I think this situation, living on the streets, it's tough. It's extremely tough. People that make lots of money, they can go and they can buy things like bulk, right? They can buy big boxes of cereal and big bags of rice, and they get lots of money taken off. But the low income people have to go and they have to buy one single liter of milk, whereas opposed to those people that have money and can buy the 4 liters or several of them and save lots of money. So it's extremely hard for a low income person to survive.
If you could be anywhere doing anything right now,
Yeah.
where would you be? What's your dream? What's your blue sky?
It would be to have a piece of land, even with nothing on it. That would be fine. Preferably as close to town as it can get. But even just a piece of land that I can, make my own home on would be wonderful. Would be just great. Just that alone. That would be a dream. Yeah.
This is kind of personal, so it's up to you whether you want to answer this question or not. But anything about your upbringing, your parents, your family?
I was raised in a home where my father and my mother split up when I was like 2 years old, And my father couldn't afford to raise us, and so he placed us in a foster home, my sister and I, and was there all the time to visit and make sure that we were great. And he ended up, I'm pretty sure within like the first 6 months or so of, I think it was pretty rapid anyways, he got together with the foster parent. And she was his other half for my whole life until he passed away at the age of 55. And so, it was tough being raised. She was a special needs foster parent, so there was a lot of special needs children coming in and out of the house. And it was hard to not pick up their behavior problems. And some of us succeeded greatly, and there were some of us, like myself, that didn't succeed so greatly. So it was difficult.
But have you succeeded in other ways? Like, success isn't necessarily just money,
Right.
house,
Yeah,
car,
yeah.
right? Like, in what other ways are you
I've picked up
successful?
skills. I've been a carpenter's helper, and most of my life I've been a woodworker. That's been my hobby. I never picked it up as a job. At one time I tried going out and getting a job as a woodworker, but it was very hard. You have to have degrees, and I don't have any. So, but I've picked up a woodworking skill over the years, and that is my favorite thing to do. I love doing it. I've made hope chests and chairs and tables and cabinets and jewelry boxes and jigsaw puzzles that were pictures, like teddy bear and toy train, and and it was a jigsaw puzzle that was three-dimensional, so children could play with it. I built up in Nanaimo. I built a dollhouse that was 3 stories high. There was a friend that actually helped me with it. He helped me cut a bunch of the pieces, because we had about 1,000 pieces of cedar around the outside edge of the house to make the siding. I made my own oak tongue and groove flooring in the kitchen and the living room.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want to hire you one day.
There was something going on for the children in a mall, and it was northern Nanaimo anyways. So I donated it to the children there. I was out collecting empties one day, and there was a lady that said, I really wish you wouldn't be collecting the empties here. She said, do you suffer from financial problems? And I said, yeah. I said, I'm on disability, and even to have to be out here collecting empties is extremely hard on my back. It's broken in 2 places. And so anyway, she said, well, if you would like, I'll give you my phone number. And I was mentioning to her that at the time I was thinking about going to a course, and I had already looked it up at Camosun. Yeah, it was Camosun College, and she offered to pay for it and gave me her phone number. But when I phoned the phone number, it was null and void. So, but that's the closest I ever got to actually trying.
So is it just money that's stopping you from going to college?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, I wonder how much that course is.
It was 400 and something at the time. Yeah. Like, in a way, I think that I've succeeded in life. Maybe, I may be on the streets, but in a sense, living in a tent. But like, I love life. It's wonderful. No matter how hard it gets, I still love life. Like, there is no definition for success in life, but each of us would have our own definition, right? Through all the things I've been through in my life in the past, I would say I've succeeded pretty good. I got through some rough times.
Well, I would call that success. So I would love it if from this moment forward you think of yourself as a success.
Thank you.
Thank you.